Sitting in front of the XPG's massive booth at Computex 2025, we have a couple of new cases. We have DDR5 that are actually been review for quite some time, as well as the SSD, but we have loads of other stuff, including power supplies. So let's head in and quickly check out everything to give you more information about literally everything. Let's go. New chassis entering the Micro ATX, or some sort of a smaller footprint on your table. We're talking about Valor Air Nano, which has the possibility to place two 120 fans at the bottom, and when you combine literally everything, you can even manage, I think you can even manage three 120 at the bottom, 360 AAO at the top. If you go with an SFX power supply, and you have the Valor Air Nano, and you have the Valor Mesh Nano as well. This is all quite easy to remove, as you can see on the pegs, so nothing too, no problems, actually. Quite simple, easy access, and that's quite important. To the insane case, what we have right here, this is INVADER X Elite. You can place a 360 radiator on top with fans, as you can see. Well, I would say a bit less than half of tempered glass here, and we have mesh part right here. Then you have a possibility with angled degrees. I don't know what's the actual angle part right here, but you have a possibility to place, as you can see, in the custom loop, radiator fans, and we have this special side panel which covers the power supply on the side, and you have loads of mesh parts right here. But we're gonna go forward with that. Quite interesting, small SFX power supply with PYMCORE, which has three 12V 2x6 connectors, but it also spreads out to VGA in terms of PCI Express and EPS cables. And then we have say 10 Molex and of course 24-pin cable. So this is quite compact power supply. This is insane how small this is. And then I'm gonna continue back with the INVADER X Elite. What you get here is wooden accent, which is something what we've seen a lot on this Computex, but in general, just wanted to show you how this side cover for the power supply looks like. And it comes back with 5 fans, so you have two 120 at the rear and 3 reverse fans here at the bottom. There's another case, we're talking about the Starfighter, which is a small footprint. We're having a ITX chassis with basically what you have right here is two panels, one on front, one at the back, and third one is basically on the top right here, which is all magnetically attached. So what you do is you just simply remove them, and there is no issues by accessing components inside of an ITX chassis. And you already know the Valor Air Pro, including the INVADER X Mini. I covered INVADER X Mini in a YouTube video dedicated. In the Valor Air Pro, what we have here is a 360 at the top, 420 at the front, which is a bit modified to the original Valor Air, so quite cool to have a 420 at the front. Something with air cooling, we're talking here about Maestro Plus 62DA with dual tower and dual fan configuration, digital screen, and right here we have the Maestro Plus 42SA, which is a single tower, single air cooler, which has 4 heat pipes. The bigger one has dual tower design, as I said, and supports up to 250 watts of PPP. This is most likely 6 heat pipes and supports, of course, all other CPU sockets. Now, these are still in prototype mode, so we're having here the XPG Levante View Pro 360, which has this angled curved screen, and what we have here is the XPG Levante View 360, which has, they're all magnetic covers, so you can remove them and you get the access towards the pump. You already seen the XPG Levante 2 360 in the videos, but they also released the 240 version as well. And then we have this collaboration XPG and Sparkle. And the thing that, well, basically I noticed is that we have an XPG GPU right here, Intel Arc. This is Metal Mage B580. Going with DDR5 RAMs, we have less DDR5 with up to 7000 MHz CL40. Going forward, DDR5 AI core, which is more into the AI and everything altogether. We have capacity up to 64 gigs CL32 to CL52 with clock speeds from 7200 megahertz to 64, well, basically vice versa, 64 to 7200 megahertz. Then we have something really appealing when we're talking about DDR5 RAM. So we're having a project Infinity. These go from 6,000 to 8,000 megahertz, CL30 to CL38, and single kit capacity from 16 to 48. There's something in the Google our lesser CDT. These are RGB DDR5 with 762 megahertz with amazing overclocking possibilities. Something that I really want to review and go into that segment of checking out how these basically actually perform. So these are Mars 980 blades. We have a 980 Storm, and we have also 980 Pro in terms of Gen 5 times 4 SSDs with capacity up to 4 terabytes and read speeds, write speeds 14,000 to 13,000. More on the budget side, we're having Lancer. More on the eco side, we're having Lancer Neon RGB DDR5 up to 8,000 megahertz CL30 with capacity of single kit 16 gigs. And taking everything into consideration with the new cases and with new AIOs and even prototypes, including well, it was interesting to see an XPG GPU, but that will be left for something else, some other discussions. Gen 5 SSDs, DDR5 RAMs, and in general, quite curious about the cases and that PYMCORE power supply, which kind of does look interesting with all of that connection type and in general. What I can say is looking forward to the reviews and testing all of that out to see how the coolers perform compared to others and how the case manufacturing process and everything all together, the quality and the airflow is done. So guys, signing out from XPG Computex 2025. See you soon in another video. Bye bye.